Good morning, everybody. Well, we are back in Yerushalayim, and it's almost Shabbos here. And I just wanted to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom from Jerusalem. And I know Hanukkah's over, but I want to talk for 1 minute about the dreidel, because we never got a chance to talk about this, and because it relates to this week's Torah portion. So we know that the origin of the dreidel, what's the origin of the dreidel? That there were the Greeks, and the Greeks said no Torah learning is prohibited. They outlawed the learning of Torah, and that meant, absolute spiritual death for the Jewish people and the nation. And that was not a possibility. There wasn't even a thought in anyone's mind that we would stop learning Torah because we were told we're not allowed to. So what did we do? What did the Jewish people do at the time in the study halls? They studied their Talmud, and they brought with them a dreidel. And then as soon as they heard someone coming up the steps, and it was the Greeks, and they were worried, they would put the books away quickly, and they would take out the dreidel, and they would pretend like they were playing dreidel. And that was the origins of the dreidel. But there's something very deep over there. And it's connected to this week's Parsha. This is the culmination of the whole story with Joseph, and Jacob realizes that his son is still alive, and they're about to descend down to Egypt. They're about to bring the whole family down there to begin what's going to be 210 years of exile. And the very first thing Jacob, the patriarch, does is he takes his son Judah, and he says, you go first. Go to the land of Goshen, where we're going to be dwelling. In Hebrew, it's Goshna, to Goshen. And go to Goshen, and you know what you got to do there? Before anything, set up a yeshiva there. Set up a Torah learning culture there, so that when the family comes down, we will have a study hall. We'll have a place where we can continue our learning of Torah and our commitment to the spiritual growth of our family and to the building of the Jewish people through Torah learning, because the Torah learning is the essential essence of what the Jewish people are all about. Without Torah, we're nothing. We're not even a nation. As Rabbi Saadia Gaon said, we are a nation by virtue of our Torah. So Jacob sends Judah down to Goshen, to begin the first yeshiva in Egypt. And when the family of Jacob comes down later, the yeshiva is already there. Everything, the infrastructure is put into place, and they can jump right back into their Torah learning and continue the spiritual growth of the family. Now, the word Goshna is spelled Gimel Nun Shin Hey. Do those letters sound familiar? They should, because of the exact same letters that are found on the dreidel. We always say the dreidel is Nun Gimel Shin Hey, Nes Gadol Haya Sham. Well, it also spells the word Goshna, towards Goshna, alluding to the fact that the Torah learning is the spiritual essence of the Jewish people. It's what keeps us alive. When Jacob wanted the Jewish people to survive in Egypt, he sent Yehuda to Goshna to build a yeshiva. And that was the symbol of the dreidel. That little dreidel has lasted for 2,000 years. It's not because it's such a fun game. Let's be real, it's not that fun, right? You just spin it and okay, it's not that fun. But even great rabbis take time during Hanukkah to play a little bit of dreidel. Why? And I'm going to send you a video after this. I'll show you the video that I'm talking about. Why is that? Because it contains the secret of the spirituality of the Jewish people and the survival of the Jewish people through our commitment to Torah learning. Nothing can ever stop us from our dedication to growth in Torah, to growth in spirituality, which builds us as a people and as a nation. So I wanted to share that with everybody. Wishing you all a wonderful Shabbos from Yerushalayim. We miss you and hope to see you soon. Shabbat Shalom.